Let's take a look at the monthly active users coming in at 316 million. If you strip out some of items that have been added, you're looking at growth of about 304 million. What's your take?
Well, I think Twitter's growth is not fast enough to satisfy investors. That's the simple answer. On the other hand, their bottom line was better than many people expected, and the revenue was beat expectations. You know, Twitter is an extraordinary company with extraordinary cultural currency that is just struggling to develop a business that justifies its very hefty valuation. But I think with Jack Dorsey temporarily at the helm, this is a company that's showing some more life in it than, frankly, I think other people had expected. So overall, I'd say this is a very good afternoon for Twitter.
David, so you mentioned that the user growth still is not impressive enough to, for Wall Street, but they did beat on the financial numbers. So are they doing a better job of monetizing the user base?
Oh, I think they really are. This is a company that nobody really knew how they'd make any money, and this year they're going to have $2 billion in revenue, a little more than $2 billion. In fact, they upped their estimates of what the year revenue would be, and that's extremely impressive from a growth point of view. But the problem is they have a market cap that's somewhere closing in on $25 billion, and they're losing money. They have huge amounts of stock-based compensation that they have to deal with every quarter, and like I said before, it's amazing. No news event in politics or entertainment happens anymore without Twitter being part of the story. Somehow there's got to be a way to monetize that better than they have. I happen to think they are ultimately a media distribution platform. And if you look at some of their new products and sort of acquisitions, whether it's Vine or Periscope or this thing they're working on called Moments or some other possible name that could aggregate news event information, I think they're moving towards some very interesting possible businesses down the road. I still think, frankly, the stock is pretty pricey considering the company's results at the moment.
So, David, we're looking at the stock is up over 6%, almost 6% after hours. Is this report enough to shake off the monkey on its back that it's had for the last 3 months?
I would say not really. I think the key is going to be who do they announce as the new CEO. If it's somebody that the market likes, their stock could really go up. Jack Dorsey, I think, is a good caretaker right now. He's got a lot of respect inside the company and outside, but it's a caretaker government, right? It's not really a regime that's going to be capable of espousing a vision for the long term. And this company needs a fundamentally new vision for the long term. Until we see that, I don't think the monkey's going to get off its back.